with flowers is the structure of the plant. You know, normally plants, orchids will have bulbs, and then they will end up each bulb in a flower. But in this case, these ones have different canes, like they look like stems, and in each node they have the possibility to flower.
Yes, and it's good for you to use them as cut flowers.
Exactly. For example, in this case, you know, this older cane doesn't have leaves, but still, when the conditions are right, they will open up with flowers.
Yeah.
So when you have larger plants, you will be getting more flowers per year, per plant as compared to any other orchid.
Yes, yeah.
You know? And here you will see varieties that were imported from Asia, but also you will see many that have been crossed by us.
All right, okay.
Yes.
For what? For the color?
For the color and adaptability. For example, this type of dendrobium, white,
It's a beautiful
it's
one.
beautiful, it's very rounded, it's typical Thai genetics.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they're edible as well.
So it's beautiful, but because Thailand is very tropical, the latitude is like the south of Mexico, like Chiapas, where I am from the very south. The temperatures never drop from 18 degrees centigrade in Thailand, but in here we get the extreme minimum is 6.
Really?
But we get minimums, or average minimums of 12 or 13 during the winter.
Yeah.
So the traditional Thai plants will go to sleep in the winter
Yes,
here,
yeah.
and they will produce very little flowers or even drop the leaves because of the colder temperatures.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided that we had to start doing hybrids to create
To get them, to adapt them to your
to this
temperature range. Yes,
exactly.
absolutely.
So we came out with this type of orchids, you know, which are combinations of the Thai type of genetics and Hawaiian genetics, which are smaller, more like this.
Okay, but cooler growing.
But they are more adaptable to lower temperatures. They keep on producing even in lower temperatures.
Sure.
So we got intermediate size hybrids, and we have been selecting, and that's what we grow commercially for whites, and also other types of orchids that we've been introducing.
Yes.
But yeah, this is with dendrobium. This one, for example.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, this is a beautiful. This is a mocara. It's an intergeneric hybrid. It has 3 different plants in genetics. And this type of breeding was not traditional breeding. This is more like cell fusion type of breeding.
I thought it was Vanda.
Singapore. Yeah, they have Vanda in their blood. They have Vanda, Ascosenda. I don't know if...
Are they...
Aranda.
Oranda, okay.
Aranda also. So
and that is warm growing or intermediate?
Warm.
Okay.
Tropical. It grows. It was developed in Singapore and Malaysia. So it's very warm.
Fidel, are those possible to take out of Mexico? Not really.
No.
No. Okay.
Well, you know, if we would have, you know, for example, small plants to sell, we could do.
You could. But if I would take it into a suitcase, it will be a problem.
I don't know. Depends on whether they find out that you have a plant, you might be in trouble. Yes. It depends also. It's more delicate, I think, when you go into England than here.
No, they don't check. When you get into the country, they don't check what you bring.
No?
No.
They will check you here before you leave. Yes.
Yeah, Oksana has told me.
That's part of the risk, you know, because it all depends on the officers.
Yes, I
decision,
suppose so.
You know, sometimes they can be very aggressive.
Yeah, I suppose.
If they feel you are lying to them. Look, this one is also the traditional Thai genetics, but this one is it's a Thai variety called Valentine. I have one hybrid that is similar, but it's a little bit softer of color. and it's named Male under my mom, you know, for our
Oh,
for our
right.
own purposes in here.
It's an iris,
not an
isn't
orchid.
it?
Yes,
It
yes,
is
that's
an
an
iris.
iris,
Yes, yeah. And this one, what is that?
Local, no?
Sorry.
Yeah, local. Yes, beautiful.
What is that?
This one is, it's probably this one is Encyclia cordígera from Chiapas.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
and this one is Maxillaria.
Oh, yes.
This is the coconut orchid.
Right. Quite
Yeah.
a large one, yeah.
Yeah, we propagate quite a lot of Maxillaria.
Puedes checar una imagen.
Yes.
Esta es de altitudes que son relativamente altas.
Qué bonita.
Sí, hay muchos
Beautiful.
en agosto de este tipo.
¿En dónde?
Terrero.
En Guerrero.
Terrero.
Ah, en el terrero, allá arriba.
Allá arriba,
Ah, qué bonito, en el bosque.
en el bosque.
Qué belleza, está preciosa. Y es terrestre, me imagino.
Sí, es
Se
terrestre.
crece en la tierra.
Es
¿verdad?
terrestre, no.
Sí.
Los de árboles, hay dos especies nomás que vi. Unas rasadas que están en octubre, eso en esta temporada. Y recientemente vimos que parece tulipán amarillo en marzo. Como si están como colgadas.
Algunos sí, algunos sí. Esta
Pues
no
yo
la
vi-
conocía.
Ah, pero esta está bien abundante ahí.
Ah, está muy bonita. Muy,
Sí,
muy
o sea, es
bonita.
para dar, si quieres adquirir.
Se
Esta,
puede
déjame
también
checar la
hacer
ficha
híbridos
exacta
y
de este
como
año.
domesticar, ¿no?
Sí, ¿sabes
Nada
que
más
nosotros
que
hemos
crece en
hecho
altura.
algo de mejoramiento, por cierto, con maxilaria? Esta es una flor muy chiquita, pero huele delicioso a coco. And so we have been doing some process to
What
try to-
color of this coco? Maxillaria?
Red. It's a
Red.
yes.
And that one?
This one must be an oncidium, a small oncidium, I guess. Yes, but this is a hybrid.
Okay.
This is a hybrid, yes.
And,
And
this?
this one is, what's it called? Oh, the name is gone.
Don't worry,
It's
don't
a
worry.
Mexican one too.
Don't worry. Oh,
And it
is.
comes. It has small flowers that are coming together, and they make like a
Oh, like an
a
umbrella.
like an
Uh-huh,
umbrella
uh-huh.
type of flowers. They
Okay.
are red, orange, and white, I guess.
I see.
But let me.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
can check it. I will
Don't
tell
worry.
you up there. because,
Don't worry. It's
we've been-
interesting, but
This is
it's
one
okay.
of our hybrids.
Yes, Oksana, look at this
This
one.
I call it angel.
Angel.
it's really
Yes, it is
nice.
like an
Well,
angel. I
now
like that little bit of, drop of
Yes, some-
color.
yes.
It's really nice, really
Yes, it has
delicate.
very delicate color in the petals, but most of it is white.
Imagine in
And
a
it's a little bit. The petals are having some of the. There are some dendrobiums from Africa, north of Africa, that have antelope type.
oh right,
They have
okay.
the petals twisted.
Yeah,
you know,
yes,
and
yeah,
it has
there are some,
It
yes.
shows some of the
Sure.
probably.
Es más reciente del mismo.
Вот это вот такого типа есть ванды, я хотела, чтобы у вас на стенке была.
Es la otra que me decías que también sale esta en abril.
Прелесть, правда, нежные, эти маленькие. Ну, а вот этот, представляешь, вот такого типа в букете невесты. Ой, какая прелесть.
La flor parece mucho a tulipán, pero tulipán como caído, ¿no?
Я рада, что Игорь тоже нравится. Но это крупный, он, видишь, такой чуть крупнее, чем остальные. Цветочек.
Brillan,
Hay unas orquídeas que son colgantes.
pero no cuelga, es como una flor que ya está cansada, ¿no?
No es un racimo.
No, para nada.
Ok, entonces no es la que yo pensaba.
No.
Miren, esta es una motor, esta es una
Y-
banda. Esta es una banda.
Oh,
es
it
un
is
híbrido.
Ванда, окей.
Es un híbrido de banda
вот banda.
desarrollado en Tailandia.
Ага. О, это такие, которые в горах, да?
It's named Crystal.
Симпатично. Кристаль, ага.
Абсолютно точно.
Да.
Also, it's very beautiful, especially for wedding bouquets.
Yes, absolutely, yes. Yeah.
And the size of the flower is quite
And they
large.
are very suitable for the wedding because they don't go down like lilies, for
Exactly.
example.
They have thick petals. and
Yes,
they can
yeah,
last,
yeah, they can last.
I can twist it for you like this.
Do you sell vandas for the locals?
You know, we used to have a lot of bandas,
Uh-huh.
but we did sold most of them, and then in 2021, in the middle of the pandemic, we got a hurricane hitting here. So all the hanging orchids we had it in the very back.
Yes.
They were destroyed.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I
Over
wanted
with,
them to have Vanda. So do you think you will have one somewhere? I wanted them to get
Probably
at
one
home.
of these ones.
Right.
Yes,
right,
that's the
right.
one that I would probably have.
Okay.
We have reds and purple ones, but
Okay.
I don't think we have any flowering now.
And what is that?
This is a native orchid of Yucatan state. Yes. This is beautiful. It's like a small heart.
From Yucatan.
Fraga.
I never have seen like this.
Encontré la blanca.
Красивая, очень красивая. Ну, опять же, это можно купить в Европе, но после Брексита никак. Ой, а вот семечки, посмотри. Это уже семена пошли. И на чем они сидят? На чем они сидят? Они там, наверное, корнями запутались хорошо. А это ансидиум, наверное.
Sabes que yo hice mi tesis de la... Yo soy ingeniero agrónomo. Y hice mi tesis
Los dos somos biólogos.
¿De
¿Ah, sí?
Colima? ¿De Universidad de Colima?
del TEC de Monterrey, yo en Monterrey. Y hice mi tesis en producción de champiñones y exportación. Pero luego con japoneses, yo estudié una maestría en Japón de floricultura. Después con japoneses pusimos en Toluca 2 empresas para producir cactus.
Какая прелесть. Какая прелесть. Very nice. Ванилья. Ванилья. Ах. Right. Ну, это что-то типа ванды, может быть, какой-то гибрид ванды. А вот она прямо сидит на в расщелине дерева, эта вандочка. Ну, это тоже ванда. Вот это так у меня она выглядела. Да, да, да. Очень красивая. Это, наверное, ярче будет, чем белая. Это может быть и не гибрид, я не уверена. Это, подожди, не фотографируй, видишь, она оборванная. Это не отсюда. Это от дендробиума цветочек. Зато вот, посмотри, какая. Ну, мне не сильно нравится рыжий, но вот это вот тоже гибрид ванды.
Листочки какие-то.
Это, я думаю, что это мексиканская.
Esta es una orquídea de aquí de la región. Esta se llama Myrmecófila.
Sorry.
Myrmecófila.
Муравьев привлекает.
This is an orchid that grows regionally.
Yeah, I was thinking so,
And
yes.
the
Yeah.
genus is Myrmecófila.
Myrmecófila.
Yes, exactly.
Is it terrestrial or lipophyte?
No, it's not terrestrial. Epiphyte.
Epiphyte. Okay, epiphyte. Yeah.
You say lithophyte, but
Lithophyte
it's also
on stones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ментира. Канадская терцерия специя.
А вот она.
Липофайт.
Да,
Вот
такие
ними
красивые.
мегаделька,
И они
она
еще
терцерия.
такие
Они чикитос на рамках, но там
twisted, крученные. Да. Да, я не могла русский вспомнить. А вот посмотри, вот я тебе хотела вот эту показать.
Это та же самая штука.
Да, это ванда, да. Но это, наверное, гибрид какой-то.
Вот это.
Да.
Желтенький, мне нравится.
Тебе нравится?
Их
Ну.
тоже кто-то сожрал.
Да. Ну вот давай спросим, спроси у него, кто у них жрет.
Son chiquitos
Ты
y nada.
спроси, ты у нас эксперт.
¿Y tienes Myrmecófilas?
Ну, давай спросим. Какой там есть эксперт? Я большой фан,
Creo que tenemos Myrmecófilas en
любитель.
venta, ¿eh? Allá arriba si te interesa llevar algo.
Доктора, ¿quieres una myrmecófila para traerlos?
Are those regional as well? Those? No?
Estoy tratando de ver, esta creo que es una...
English, please. I don't speak Spanish.
yes.
Sorry.
I'm trying to remember.
Ah,
I think
okay,
it's,
okay. And what is that? Is it Cattleya?
No, this is Myrmecophila.
Myrmecophila
The
as
same
well.
one, the
Ah,
same
I
one
see.
with that,
Oh,
flower.
it's absolutely gorgeous, long
Yes, it is.
stems.
But it
One
doesn't last much, you know. The flowering also is very
prolonged.
No, it's
No?
it's not thick. I don't know how to say the opposite. So
Thin?
Thin.
it's thin, so they don't last much. The flowerings,
I
you know.
see, I see, I see.
We've been breeding a little bit, you know, always looking for example, this color. Well, it's not common. It's something that we've been looking for, you know, darker colors because that's the taste of Mexican people. They like
sí.
dark colors.
Darker, more intense.
And many of these, the traditional ones in here are very soft pink. You will see
Gentle
more.
color.
And these ones are the ones that we are using as parents
Yes.
to try to get
Okay,
more progeny.
to
This is another mocara. This one we call it amber. And it's
янтарь.
in Asia they say it's from Singapore.
Where is from? Sorry, switching
yes.
to English.
And they say this variety particular, they say it has a glow in the dark factor.
Glow in the dark.
Which is a lie.
Is it true?
Which is a lie. But
But,
what is
but
true?
maybe some of them can flourish.
What is true is that the color is so intense
That you can
that
see.
in the party salons at night with lightning, they shine. You know, they are really luminous.
Yes. One
But
very
not
big
glowing
question. We've noticed that somebody or something has been eating it.
Yes.
Do you know what it is? Because Oksana, her orchids are suffering from something similar.
I think iguana, but I don't know.
This can be.
Iguanas and
This can be probably mice.
and ants.
We have a small mice that make these holes, you know, sometimes in the.
But how will they will break
this
the
one
plant?
looks like ants. All these.
Right.
Could be
surroundings.
ants. Ah,
Oh, they walk.
муравьи, наверное,
Yes.
потому что мыши.
Муравьи, я думаю,
Да.
But you know,
Ants.
in the
Ants.
commercial areas, you know, in the past we had in the packing room flowers that were having a hole, you know. So I had an engineer who was in charge of production, and I was asking him, what is causing this? And he said, I don't know, let me study, you know. And then he came and he said, you know, now I know, they are birds. Because they come in and, you know, sometimes when the boat is there, they go with the, how do you call it, pico?
Big.
Big,
Yes.
they hold, you know. But he closed all the nets and
Yes.
they were working for birds not to come in, but the flowers still were coming. So one day I got tired of the idea of the birds, and I said, you know what, I need you to stay through the night. And I bought lamps, you know, like these hunting lamps they use. So there were 4 people staying in one of these production rooms through the night. And then by 4 a.m., one of them saw a mice.
All right.
And it was coming in, biting, and then another, and a few. And then so we start, he was a common worker, and they were making fun out of the engineer. He's saying that they were saying that the flying mice were the ones responsible because
Оксана, сделай, пожалуйста, красивую мне для заставки.
Так орхидею нужно, зачем тебе?
Ну, не для заставки, просто я выставлю на экран.
actually we
Да,
have
лучше
cats
бери.
now. Wild cats are here.
Ah.
You know, this is vanilla. Did you see it already?
Yes,
Very soft.
absolutely, yes.
We have it in here
I
so
think
people
it is
understand.
possible to transfer some orchids with fluorescent proteins.
Yes.
There are a lot of proteins with fluorescence that we used in the research.
To
But
stay,
I
in the
think
cells
it
and
would be
those
commercially
pieces.
very
Viable.
Introduce
Yes,
fluorescence.
we transfer some
Technically, it's
cells.
a routine.
Technically, it is very easy.
It's easy to do.
It is possible. So we transfer cells. Practically, many type of cells you can transfer with green fluorescent protein, red fluorescent protein.
Interesting.
So
You might be interested to have a contact with the guys.
No, yeah.
no,
Let's say it's not our cup of tea.
but you can,
know,
see for the techniques. And
You can
try to
search
do
for it, yes.
Florist first is the world
You can
fluorescent
imagine
orchids.
how people will be interested
Yes,
in
yeah.
buying some fluorescent orchids.
Mystical.
That's
This-
interesting.
My
Oh,
idea
sorry.
is for free for you.
Oh,
Is
thank
it-
you very much. Thank you very much.
And
The
that-
idea is great. It's interesting, yes.
Is that Vandas over there?
Yes, those are hanging orchids. They are bandas and mocaras as well.
Okay, Mokara.
This is a Japanese garden plant. You
Mm.
know, they have these fruits, and in Spanish the name is very funny
Смотри,
because they
какие
call
цветы
it
перекрученные.
huevos de obispo. Yeah.
We have it, but
Yeah. Bishops.
But we don't like it.
Yeah. I like the plant
вот
because
эти вот,
I
которые
like
ты
the
говорила,
plant because
называются
they
яйца
shine
этого
very nicely.
бишепа.
Да
It's
ты
a
что?
nice plant
Ты
to
посмотри,
mix
какой
with
цветок.
others.
Так
Посмотри,
это тот
какие
же
они.
цветок, а это его плоды.
А, то есть ты знаешь этот
Листковые
цвет.
яйца.
Нет, я не знаю этот цветок. Это плоды, про которые ты спрашиваешь. Что это
А у
такое?
тебя цветы не вырастают?
У нас нету уже.
А,
Я
нету.
Игорь порубал. Но мы
А.
помним, мы видели. И я тебе говорю,
Где-то
я
мы
не знаю,
видели,
как они
да-да-да.
называются.
Да.
Ну это, конечно, их нет. Я думаю, что флуоресцентные орхидеи должны уже существовать. Узнай, Мария.
Ну
Так
хорошо.
легко сделать.
Да? Мгм.
Ну я просто не занимаюсь растениями.
Ну да.
Because of the pandemic, we decided to do some propagation, vegetative propagation. So we are producing keikis, or in Hawaii they call it keikis, which means kids, or kids. But these are just new plants coming from older pieces of dendrobium.
What do you do with them? You have a stem, you just leave it here to...
Yes,
dry
we
and to
water
get-
fertilize, basically.
Okay, you
Yes.
do.
And then they start coming out.
So you
sprouting
just
out.
spray over?
Yes, water
Okay.
normally, and we fertilize every now and
Yes,
then.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
You can also add, if you want some hormones, you know,
Mhm.
hormones, and you
Yeah.
speed up the process. What's up
Sure,
with this?
yeah, yeah.
Это орхидея? или
Нет,
новая
это
лугон?
ирис. А, осторожно здесь.
Con estos
Оксана,
picos, por favor.
смотри сюда.
Y el piso puede
Он
estar un
говорит,
poco
что
resbalado.
осторожно, потому что можно пораниться. Это ирис.
Что ты сказала, Ирис?
Да-да, это ирис.
Trabajando también en la-
No, no, yo no trabajo
Ну, они, наверное, добавляют
en
букеты.
laboratorio, pero es la parte que me hace falta, ¿no?
Ah, ok.
Porque
¿Estás más
empezó
en
como bióloga,
biotecnología o qué?
empezó como bióloga clásica, pero tuve que cambiar la carrera por...
И ты видишь, они используют вулканическую. Это я могу где-то найти. А, мы же уже в гору не пойдем. Вместо коры они используют вулканическую штучку. Да, да, да.
Купить в этих, мне кажется. Где цветы продают, там
Да?
пемзу продают.
А, ну, может быть, так и сделать. Нет, нет. Но пемза мне нужно посмотреть.
Hay un sistema de fisiología
Ты видишь, как они просто кладут, поливают и кладут удобрения. И все. И вот они думают, ой, боже мой, я умираю, и они начинают выпускать деток. Вот этот уже совсем сухой, видишь?
Можешь взять.
y ella sí está en biotecnología, ¿no?
No, ella trabaja en inmunología y
Inmunología.
estudio de
¿Sí?
Onco-immunologist.
oncoimmunology.
Onco.
Onco-immunologist.
Interesting.
Leukemia.
Leukemias infantiles.
And plants?
Какие красивые.
No.
Hobby.
Just looking, just. But
Plants is
they-
we are not very good with plants. Actually, I bring some few some. I'm an expert in butterflies. Experta de mariposas. No sé si trabajo conocer que probablemente conhecia muy
Так,
joven
ну.
Manuel Belcázar.
Лекция про орхидеи.
El
Él
chia-
era de más grandes expertos de mariposa de región de América.
¿Y dónde vivía?
Aqui é professor da Universidade de Colima. Ele é de Michoacán, pero...
We will continue with our
English, yes, sure.
So here you've got the propagation
Yes.
going
You
on.
know, the point being here is this is our pot plant production area.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, we came here to produce cut flowers. You know,
Yeah.
that's why we came to these lowlands and only tropical orchids. But in time,
What means cut flower?
cut flowers means
Срезанные цветы.
Ah,
just
cut.
like
cut.
cut
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
Cut flower.
put in,
Да, да.
in boxes for the wedding industry.
Sí,
You know,
sí,
weddings
sí.
industry.
Lo que venden, what is sold in home deputies use? Here or do you
No,
work
no, no, no.
this
concretizado?
complete plants.
Yes, they just come basically from higher lands, and that's why what I was going to say that.